Conservative new media viewers and NBA fans all around the world, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion. I want to talk about the NBA game, and I want to talk about the Boston Celtics, and I want to talk about Rajon Rondo. Okay, first of all my personal opinion, only knowledge, facts, not casting any aspersions, all for entertainment purpose. Only please check disclaimers. The news has just come out, in my personal opinion, and Rajon Rondo has been suspended 2 games for the altercation with Kris Humphries in that Brooklyn Nets versus Boston Celtics game. And, you know, what's up with this? I mean, what kind of impact is this going to have? First of all, tell me this. Do you think that 2 games is the right kind of punishment? Do you think that the league made the right move to suspend Rajon Rondo 2 games? Secondly, what kind of impact is that going to have on the Celtics? There's so much to talk about right here, and I might do a number of videos on this whole Rajon Rondo situation, but let me start by saying, in my personal opinion, the league did the right thing by suspending Rondo 2 games. Listen, you know, I didn't think that foul against Garnett by Kris Humphries was that bad. I'm not a basketball player. I'm not in there. All I can do is, that's my opinion as a fan. I didn't think it was that big a deal. He went up for a shot. You know, Kris Humphries tries to block it, kind of leaves his hand there. You know, maybe a little bit of a shove. Okay, you know, I mean, really, it didn't seem like. And then all of a sudden, Rondo's in his face, dude, in Kris Humphries' face, and they get into it, and then it spills over to the stands. I don't think you can get that kind of action into the stands. I think that, you know, the league has to make a statement, and I think they did make a statement that, you know what, you gotta, you know, number one, we don't want to see this. Number two, it's all my personal opinion, my interpretation, speculation about what this suspension means. But I think that the league, you know, I think that you have to make a statement that, you know, you can't let this stuff go into the fan. You have to protect the fan. You have to protect the fan. You have to protect the fan, in my personal opinion, and I think it sent a good message. And that's number one. So I agree with the suspension. I applaud what the league's done. I applaud what Commissioner David Stern has done. I think it's the right move. That's number one. Number two, you know, I mean, Rondo, this isn't his first suspension within the last year, okay? We're talking about, I think if I read it right, 3 suspensions within 10 months. Now, I'll deal with that maybe in another video, but let's just put that out there. So, I mean, you know, what would you do if you were the league? What would you do with Rondo? I mean, come on, think about that, right? Especially in a situation, in my opinion, where he wasn't even involved in the foul. So, I mean, what are you going to do there? Now, in terms of what this is going to do to the Celtics, look, I mean, I think the Celtics aren't doing that great. I think that, you know, this was a team that some people would pick to do pretty well, and you know, they had you know, a success last year, made it to the playoffs and all that type of situation. And now this is a team that looks like it's adrift. And you have, you know, Coach Doc Rivers, who I have enormous respect for, who's basically saying the team is soft. And there's other comments that Doc Rivers made in relation to Rondo that I might get into that in another video as well. My bottom line for this is I think that I think it's a good move. I think it's the right move. 2-game suspension. I think Rondo, you know, maybe Rondo needs to think about this situation and where he's at in terms of this, you know, kind of situation. Now, in terms of how it's going to affect the Celtics, you know, I could see it both ways. I could see the Celtics say, hey, you know, we need to step up to and address the comments that Doc Rivers, you know, our coach, has said by playing better. That's my interpretation. On the other hand, it may, you know, this team may be drifting, you know, further. You don't have Rondo in there. You know, where's it going from here? So I think there's a lot of questions. But my bottom line is, you know, I think this is the right thing to do. What do you think about it? You agree with me? You disagree with me? What's your take? Give me the comments below. Please subscribe up. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion. You're watching Conservative New Media. Please rate this video up. Also, please post to your social networking sites. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.